Your monthly rent?
I only give my mom $300 and then $246 for the car payment every week.
Every week?
Yeah, because I have a deferred payment.
How long?
For another like 3 weeks, I'm paying $246 a week.
Oh, I see what you did. Your primary loan of the car, essentially $15,000. And then you financed your down payment? Oh.
Oh, is that why?
No, it's just stupid.
Oh, she did affirm. For those who aren't aware, basically what you could do is instead of paying up front for a product, what they'll do is they'll say you could split it up, over the 4 payments. So instead of paying $1,000 up front, Affirm says with the click of a button, just pay $250 for the next 4 weeks, and there you go. It's the same thing. But if you miss a payment, you are wrecked.
I was always taught to pay everything in full with cash. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. Here are some of the comments we got about the video. I've used Affirm twice before and ended up paying it earlier than expected. Affirm is a month-to-month payment. Affirm is really nice actually in my opinion, as long as you make the payments. I don't get this credit system. In my country, if you see someone with a product, car, house, iPhone, etc., you can be rest assured they bought it in cash. Before I buy, I always think if I can't buy it 10 times, I can't afford it. I remember when I was 18, bought my own car and did this. It was great. That's an interest-free loan for the down payment. Helped me out when I was young.
It's pretty amazing to me that people still make this argument today that it is cheaper to buy a new car. Which, by the way, the average new car payment right now is approaching, I think it's well over $700 a month now. $700 a month. That is insane. So on average, it does not cost me, say, $7,000 a year to make repairs on a reliable used vehicle to keep that car on the road. But it's amazing to me how many people who live paycheck to paycheck that I've coached over the years, and I used to make the same mistake too, that fall for this, I need a reliable vehicle, I need something with security, I need a warranty. You know how much money you're spending on those types of things? But yet if you bought yourself a fairly good used vehicle, paid cash for that vehicle, and then maintained it, do you know how much money you can save? So many people who live paycheck to paycheck could do so much better with their finances by ditching these high car payments. But too many people get stuck in this excuse of, well, I need a reliable vehicle and I don't have money to really make repairs. Well, you would if you got rid of those car payments.
I just have one question. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, where are you getting money to pay cash for a good used vehicle? Here are some of the comments we got about the video, all right. No, you don't understand. You don't have the feeling that I have when I'm driving my raised-up F-250 on the road. The respect that I receive, that's something money cannot buy. This. People make fun of me for still driving my old car, and it always leaves me scratching my head. Like, why wouldn't I? It's paid off. No car payments. Not too many people living paycheck to paycheck have $10,000 to $15,000 cash to drop on a car. Yeah. But most of us out here living check to check don't have the $4+ grand upfront to put down on buying a vehicle, so we get stuck financing. People make fun of me for owning a 2007 Nissan, yet I own 2 houses and debt-free. I also rent my car to movie productions when they need old cars.
Lamborghini? What's your car payment?
$2,700.
Okay.
I'm sure that's his dream car, but for $2,700 a month, that is $32,400 a year. 2 years is almost $65,000 a year. That's not including the premium gas, the maintenance, and insurance for that car. I've done plenty of videos on cars. He will never get one, but a brand new Toyota Corolla, you can get one for like $25,000. That thing will last you for 20 years. Life is about choices. Since he chose a Lamborghini in this economy, he cannot complain about the economy. I don't know if he owns a house yet, but he cannot complain about not able to buy a house or a house that he wants to buy. It looks like he is a car salesman. He better be a very, very good one.
Low-key, I think. Maybe he has generational wealth and just works there as a hobby because owning a Lambo is very expensive. Here are some of the comments we got about the video. Toyota all the way. Plot twist. He lives in the Lamborghini. Drives a Lamborghini and sells Mercedes. This dude is swimming in debt. Unless he owns the dealership. My car payment is $3,000 a month. Bought my dream car. The car's price is exact same as my year's income. But I paid off my house first. Big difference. If he is spending $2,700 a month on a car, don't think he is worried or complaining about the economy. Looks like he is eating well also.
Guarantee you will be broke your whole life as long as you stay in car payments, because it's the most expensive thing that most people buy that goes down in value. The most expensive thing most people buy is a home. At least it goes up in value. With payments coming out your ears at $642 a month.
So that everybody's safe and has their own DVD player in the back of the headrest.
But they have no college fund. Well, that's just stupid. You're driving their college fund. And what a world we live in where a minivan is now a status symbol. God help us. Seriously. Can you believe what some of these minivans cost? Have you looked at a Honda Odyssey? I mean, you can get a really nice Mercedes for what you can get a Honda Odyssey for. It's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, think, people, think. Think. Pay cash for your vehicles if you want to be wealthy. Buy vehicles that total up to be less than half your annual income if you want to be wealthy.
100% I agree with him. Vehicles are a status symbol for so many people nowadays, they are okay with a $1,000 monthly payment. Here are some of the comments we got about the video. Life is too short to drive a boring car. I'll take my $584 payment any day of the week. College is the real waste of money. College doesn't guarantee anything anymore either. Can you imagine living with this guy every time you spend money? He's going nuts. Save up cash and buy a decent used car for under $10,000. Don't get scammed by the dealership. I've always had car payments. When I didn't, I was broke repairing cars I had no payments on. I'm doing great financially.
Hey, Tiet, what kind of car do you drive?
I drive a GLE.
And what's your payment?
Huh?
What's your payment?
Like $1,000.
Damn. Hey, Kevin, what kind of car do you drive?
Don't ask me that.
What kind of car do you drive?
Don't ask me that.
You have to answer it.
No.
What kind of car do you drive?
No.
You gotta tell the TikTokers, bruh.
A Lamborghini.
Lamborghini? What's your car payment?
$2,700.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Brad, what kind of car do you drive?
2014 Q50.
What's your car payment?
$360.
Nice. Hey, Kayleen,
Yes.
what kind of car do you drive?
A 21 TLX.
What's your car payment?
$559.
Damn. Hey, Ken, what kind of car do you drive?
I walk. I catch the bus.
You catch the bus?
Yeah.
What's-
RTV.
What's the bus payment?
Bus payment is free.
Free? Nice.
Hop on with a mask and hop off.
Yes, sir. Hey, Dante, what kind of car do you drive?
Mercedes-Benz.
What's your car payment?
Way too much.
Way too much? Hey, Ryan,
Yeah.
what kind of car do you drive?
No, not today.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. 13, 14, 1,200 on cars on one vehicle. The car payment. That is the thing. That is the gap that keeps the middle class from becoming and building wealth. The average car payment, $717 for one person. And if you invested that money just over 30 years at a 10% rate, that's over $1.4 million.
Imagine telling people they are poor because they have to pay for something they need. But hold on a second. Who the hell is paying $1,200, $1,400 on a car payment a month? Here are some of the comments we got about the video. Just 30 years. Bro talking about more than 1/3 of my life like it's a small time. Yet the government says that the $70,000 my husband and I make combined with 3 kids, a car note, bills, rent, and food, I make too much. Yet I'm drowning in deciding if I pay light or eat. Yeah, our car notes are keeping us from becoming wealthy, so out of touch. I have no car payments and still can't afford a house making almost $30 per hour, 50 hours a week. I'm not even close to being approved for a mortgage. Hey, how am I getting to work if I don't have a car? I guess call me crazy, because I don't think it's the car payment that's keeping the middle class from building wealth.
Y'all, I have a question. I'm not even trying to be in y'all business, but how much do y'all be paying for y'all car notes? Because I got a brand new car with no miles on it, and I pay $500 a month, and I accused my credit union of being racist because on my old Charger I was paying $400. For the new one, they told me $500. How much do y'all be paying for these Hondas, Toyotas, and Nissans? Like, really tell me, because I heard a motherfucker say that their car note was $800.
Y'all, I cannot be getting behind these $700 car payments. Every time I work on budgets and I see any car payment, even above like $600, I want to like choke on my own vomit. And before you say, just the average car is like $35,000, I don't care. You don't need a $35,000 car. You want a $35,000 car. The most expensive car I ever bought was a 2015 Mazda 3. I bought it in 2016 for $14,000, like walking out the door, and my car payment was $315.15. And I thought that was a lot, and it really isn't. Nowadays, with my income and everything, I would say, like, I don't think I'd be comfortable paying more than $450. $500 is pushing it. And some of you are willing to have $700 plus car payments. Not only that, I've seen people with car payments like more than some people's mortgages. I've seen people come with car payments like $1,400. For $1,400, I better be able to live in that thing. I also feel like cars are just like the biggest tricks ever, because it's like I've just never looked at someone's vehicle, even if it's like the oldest thing in the world, and been like, ew, like look what I don't care. I feel like most people do not care. Like, I will get in the oldest, like, beat up car ever of someone else's and not give two shits, as long as it's not like piled with trash and fast food. Like, I do care about that stuff, but I would care about that if it was a brand new car. But it's just so much better to not have the new car and make those kind of car payments. And I'm in like a great position right now. I do not have a car payment. I honestly don't even have like a car of my own. I have a company car. And, yeah, so I have a company car, and they pay for like my car insurance and gas and like all that great stuff. So currently right now, I do not have a car payment. Now, what I've been meaning to do for like the last 8 months, and this is like totally my bad, I need to be doing it, is I want to put like, I think like $350, $400 a month into a high yield savings as my car payment. So that way, when I do eventually get a car of my own, then I have like a good down payment that I had been saving up for. But I can't get behind those $700 plus car payments. That's outrageous. And you know it is, okay? You can try to justify it all day, all you want. You can try to justify that, but ain't no freaking way.
Good luck with anything else beyond that. Between interest rates and the prices of cars increasing so much, it's nearly impossible to be less. Here are some of the comments we got about the video. I work for Toyota. That's a new payment. People every day pay $700 plus. I see $1,100. It's crazy. I ain't getting a car note until I can find one for $250 to $300. Mine is 510s, and I put $15,000 down, but this is the first brand new car I've ever owned, and I paid myself monthly to save that $15,000. It's insane. So many people driving expensive cars too. I'm still driving around my 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee that's about to hit 200,000 miles that I bought cash in 2011. Never had a car payment.
The car market is collapsing. I follow economics kind of loosely because I find it fascinating, and I've been running into articles recently about the car market, basically saying that new car prices and used car prices are down, I think around 30% for used cars. And this is just kind of a mirror image of the inflation we saw in car prices during the pandemic. Car loans are at a super high payment right now. The average payment is about $700, and I think it's about 30% of people who have a payment above $1,000. Again, check my numbers on this. Anybody who likes numbers, I'm not as much of a numbers person. The percentage of people 60 days late on their car loan rose to 5.6%, which is double the rate it was last year at this time. It's also at a higher rate than the default rate was in 2009. What happened is that lending standards for cars became super relaxed during the pandemic in order to encourage people to spend money. And what happened is they were really just taking money out of the future because that economic activity didn't really exist. People were buying cars when they probably wouldn't have. And the new car market kind of had this story that they could lean on of like, oh, chip shortage, which who knows if that's true. They're saying the same thing about groceries. They're like, oh, it's inflation, record profits, thank you. And apparently new car sellers sold half the amount of cars that they normally do, yet made record profits. The used car market became very hot because the new car market was, apparently there was low inventory, or that's what the story was. And so a lot of people went to used cars. And what happened, because you had all these cars bought at a unnaturally high price, both used and new, now that the prices have gone down, a lot of people are underwater on their car loans. And so they can't sell the car to get out of the loan because the car's not worth that. This is the same system of factors that we saw in 2008 with the housing crisis. The only difference this time is that we don't have a whole system of derivatives set up on the car market, although apparently banks do sell back and forth car loans just like they do with mortgages. Oh, also, Carvana lost 70% of its stock price, and I believe CarMax has lost 30% in the last 6 months.
If I make six figures, I would never take on a $700 car payment. We're all one heartbeat away from a layoff. People need to get real. Here are some of the comments we got about the video. As someone who's currently car shopping, prices are not 30% down. No, because I'm not buying a 2010 Toyota RAV4 with 200,000 miles for $20,000. No way I'm paying 6 to 7% interest on a car loan with an 830 credit score. Need a replacement car, but I will Fred Flintstone it first. I'm still driving my old, paid off, 2007 Honda CR-V and will until the wheels fall off, LOL. I thought my $260 car payment was too much.
What are my monthly payments for this 2019 Daytona 392? I know I look rough. I got sick yesterday. I'm still trying to get over it. Now, before I talk about my monthly payments, total price or the listed price for this car was about $44, $43. Now, about the monthly payment, when I first went in there and we talked about it, I think he said about $650. Now, I could have said yes, but I decided to get a warranty on it, and it upped the monthly payment to about $780. Now, at the time, this was my very first time walking into a dealership, so I didn't really think that it was a bad idea, which it was, because it's a lot of money that I wasted. I did cancel it though. Now, instead of following the $780, I did pay $780 for the first 2 months, but after that, I was like, this is gonna take way too long to pay it off, so I decided to pay $900 to $1,000 a month. Now, ever since I started paying about $900 to $1,000 a month for this car, I think it's about $100 to $200 extra a month. The payment actually went down to $630 right now. Yeah, so paying extra actually dropped the payment, but I'm still gonna keep paying the same amount. I always do, because I want this car to be paid off. Let's get a little quick start for the end of this video. Y'all want to see some 360 footage? I'm gonna start posting that on my YouTube, or I might just make another TikTok account.